Hello, I'm Adam Miller, co-host and associate producer for The RPM Show, and welcome to my video review of Predators. Now, Predators is a sequel to the 1987 blockbuster which starred Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now, I actually call this movie a sequel slash franchise reboot, mostly because this movie is rebooting the Predator film franchise back to its roots and hereby restarting this a very good story. Now, the franchise started, as before mentioned, in 1987 with the Schwarzenegger movie. It was followed by a sequel in 1990 called Predator 2, which had Danny Glover and Gary Busey, and it took the Predator creature to the city of Los Angeles. Now, years later, in 2004, I believe, they began the Alien vs. Predator spin-off series. Now, in which they did two movies. Now, those movies, I have to say, were the absolute worst. They were total garbage. It did not do the Predator franchise any justice. It was just basically, they felt that they could probably make this work by sticking the Alien and the Predator in one movie, but yet the story it didn't work. It was totally a waste. It was a waste of money and a waste of time. Now, Predator 2, the Danny Glover sequel, was a very, very weak movie. Now the story itself was intriguing. Sticking the creature into the city of Los Angeles was actually the interesting part. However, what brought it down was the lack of good writing. It was just the lack of it didn't have the pizzazz or the energy that the first movie had. Now, with that being said, that brings us to today, where we have this new movie, Predators, from producer Robert Rodriguez, who is a big fan of the Predator movie, as I am. And I consider actually the first Predator movie to be one of 1980s classic action science fiction flicks. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who have seen Predator and agree with me, and I look forward to your emails on that. Not only do I consider it a classic 1980s movie, I consider it also a classic Schwarzenegger movie. Now, this new movie, it follows a group of, I guess, 8 people who have each been marooned on the Predator home planet. They have been each taken hostage captive from Earth, and they've all been taken to the planet where they must endure the game where the Predators are hunting them, and their instinct is to survive and strike back at the Predators. Now, one thing to be said about these people in the movie: they are each killers in their own world. Now, a couple of them are soldiers. One of them is actually a death row inmate, and one of them is a psychotic killer, and another one of them is a Japanese gangster. Now, it actually fits perfectly because the killers become the hunted, which is actually the tagline for the movie. One of them, I should say. Now, this movie bears a strong resemblance, I'm sure the other ones do, to Richard Connell's classic story, The Most Dangerous Game, in which the General Zaroff is stood in for the Predators, and the people that he hunted are, the people in the movie. Now, this movie, as I said, it draws the bearings from Most Dangerous Game, which is actually one of his strong suits because it totally pulls off all the punches. Now, Predators is a great movie. I wouldn't say it's one of the best. I'm kind of debating whether or not to say it's one of the best movies of the summer, because I'm still, the summer's not over yet, so we still have a lot more coming out, but I hopefully will know by the end of the year, plus whatever comes out in the fall, it's going to be weighted against that. But Predators, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. It fulfilled, now, going to a movie, I have no expectations whatsoever. All I expect is that I enjoy it or I don't. I get my money's worth, or I feel like I've been ripped off. Now, I've been ripped off numerous times, but sometimes I have actually been surprised and felt like I got my money's worth. In this one, I felt that I got that. It was very well done, very well acted. Adrian Brody actually shows that he can be like a new action star. He pulls it off every bit of the way. He's supported by a huge cast that includes Alice Braga from I Am Legend, Topher Grace from Spider-Man 3 and That 70s Show, and also in a small yet very good performance, Lawrence Fishburne, who is on CSI right now. Well, actually, he is part of the cast. He is the new star of CSI right now, but he's actually on hiatus for the season. for the summer, I should say. Also, in all seriousness, Predators is well worth your time and money. Now, I have a few criticisms of the movie that no, it's actually one criticism I should say, but it's maximum of two. But the one actually can actually rule itself out with a sequel. Now, I say it can help itself with a sequel mostly because in the end, while it was a good ending, it kind of leaves itself open on a cliffhanger. It leaves itself open for a sequel, and there's a lot of questions that have to be answered. And I'm sure that if they do a sequel, it will do that. So I'm actually praying that they do a sequel. Now, the other criticism I have is actually regarding the music that they use for the credits. They start off by having the song that we heard in the helicopter scene in the first movie when Schwarzenegger and his game are being taken to the jungle for the mission that they have to go on. The song that they had playing in the background is the song they used to start off the credits. And then it goes right into the theme from the original movie, the original Predator theme. Now, my feeling is they could have come up with, a huge, thriller-based score or song for the credits. But, in all fairness, don't let the credits music ruin the whole good experience for you. It is a very good action movie. I think it does the franchise justice. It brings it back to, I think, what we have actually deserved. Like, bringing the Batman franchise back to, like Chris Nolan did with Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. This movie, I believe, will set the tone for, I think, maybe one or two, maybe. I don't know how many they might have planned, but at least one more Predator movie. It totally destroys any relation to the AVP movies, Alien vs. Predator movies, aka, and it kind of doesn't even, it says it's a sequel to the first two, but it really does not mention the Predator 2 scenario. But it does reference a lot to the Schwarzenegger movie, which is actually a good thing. They bring a lot of familiar reference. If you have seen the movie, they bring a lot of references to the Schwarzenegger movie, and actually it kind of helps in a way because they can kind of, they build up on it and they do new stuff. Now, so as I said, Predators is not phenomenal. It's a great summer movie. It's well worth your time and money. And if you go see it, and I look forward to your emails. Now, go see it and email me at adam@therpmshow.com. Email me your thoughts, opinions on what you thought of it. I want to know what you think. And also check out our website, www.therpmshow.com. Go to our Facebook page and our MySpace page, and check out all of our other videos on YouTube. And also, yes, lest I not forget, we are on iTunes. Now, hopefully, we will have new shows for you on iTunes in the upcoming days or so. So feel free to check those out. They should be up there any day now. We are working around the clock to get those out to you. Now, I shall be back for at least I got maybe 2 more video reviews coming out. One's going to be for The Sorcerer's Apprentice, which comes out next Wednesday, and the other one will be Inception, which comes out next weekend also. So until then, I will see you then and see you at the movies. And I will be here, be here for the rest of your video review for the summer days. And until then, enjoy the rest of your week and have fun at the movies.